I'm Wendy with an I. Let's do some pressed flower art. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. Okay, so if you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you know that recently my husband and I celebrated our 20-year wedding anniversary. Yes, we have both survived. We have been together over 23 years. Before our anniversary, he brought me the most beautiful bouquet of white roses. And I did want to save those, and I did put them in books to press them, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But my plan was to scrapbook those, and I do a lot of scrapbooking. However, while those were in the books pressing for their 2 to 3 weeks, Laura at Garden Answer came out with a video of pressed flower art where she put them in frames. So I was like, I'm going to change that. I'm not going to scrapbook it. I'm going to frame them. So my petals and my baby's breath that I had pressing and drying. So I'm so excited to put them in a frame. I hope it turns out lovely, but you're along for the ride to find out if it doesn't. I picked up this lovely frame by Mud Pie, and I just love it. I love the weathered look of it. I love the beading in it. I think it's just lovely. Yeah, I really like it. It's a really nice frame. It's not a hangable frame, but you can change that if you wanted to hang it up. But I just love it. I love the weathered look of it. It's solid wood. Now this is what I'm going to be putting my pressed petals and baby's breath in possibly. So let's get started. Okay, so when my anniversary roses were nearing the end of their life in the vase, I picked the petals that I wanted and I placed them inside these books under this lamp in my living room. That's as high-tech as I got. My plan was I was going to scrapbook them because it was our 20-year anniversary and I wanted a memento from that. But when I saw the video on Garden Answer, I knew I was going to instead put it in a frame. So I'm excited to get to it. And yes, there are my pumpkin dishes on this table that are holding leftover Halloween candy that we don't need, but we are eating. Okay, I'm in my room now on my craft table, and I've got the books that have the pressed rose petals and baby's breath in it. I've also got Mod Podge, brush, paper plate to put the Mod Podge on, scissors so I can cut out for the frame. I'm going to Mod Podge on, and I have my textured cardstock paper. You don't necessarily have to have this, but I use this to scrapbook. So I'm going to pick out a color that I like out of this one. I like the colors in here, and I'm leaning towards, I've been looking through this. I love this color a lot, but I like this color too. So, and I think this is too turquoisey, tealish, too bright. I kind of like this more blue color. So I think I'm going to go with this color. I think it's a tough decision. Both of those will look good in this mud pie frame. Both of those colors. But I do like this. I do not have any emerald green, which I think is the color for 20-year wedding anniversary. I've got some others. I don't like that mustard color as well, and this is too neutral, I think. I kind of like it having that blue background, so I think this is what I'm going with. And so I have my scissors as well, because I'm going to need to open this up so I can use the insert inside here to cut out my forms to Mod Podge the petals on. Okay, so just taking that off, and there's the little form that was inside it. So we're going to use this as our template to cut. I'm sorry if this is a weird angle. I tried to find the best angle to set this up. But we're just going to go with it. This is what we have. So I'm just going to take this to make it easier on myself. And I only have to cut 2 sides, is just line it up on the corner of this cardstock. And I do like cardstock because it's more heavy duty. And I suppose you could use the insert that comes in the frame. I'm not sure. Honestly, I've not ever done this besides scrapbooking. And I always use these cardstock pages for scrapbooking. Okay, that may not be exact. Let me test it, make sure. Oh yeah, that fits. Okay, great. So this is what we're working with. And I've been thinking, you know, a lot of people do hearts, so I think I just want to do a circle. So I'm just going to open these up. Now, guys, when I dried these, I just went in the kitchen and got napkins to put the petals in. Oh, those are so pretty. So I'm hoping I did enough to make a really substantial circle with pretty petals. I don't know if I'm going to have room to do this circle, though. But I put quite a few in each book. Oh, here is the baby's breath. Oh, that actually dried. Oh, one fell out. That actually dried really well. I might have to get a bigger frame just because I like the way that dried. So now I'm just going to figure out what kind of design will fit on this small square. Okay, now I kind of know the general design, how I want it to be. I'm going to make it kind of big, so I'm just going to start Mod Podging it on. Okay, so I got them all on here, and I love how all of them on top of each other has created like a 3D effect. I do believe I dried just the right amount of petals. I love this, and I love the simplicity of this and how it looks. So I really think I'm not going to use the baby's breath. I think it's just going to make it look too busy. So yeah, I think I'm not going to use this, but that is the beauty of creating your own art. You get to decide. But I love the coloring that the roses, white roses turned into when they dried with this brownish and off-white color. I think it's gonna look so great with the weathering in this frame. I just love it. So yeah, even seeing that up there like that, I'm going to just keep it simple. So what I'm going to do now is cover this whole thing in Mod Podge and let it dry, and then I'll pop it in the frame. Okay, I've let this dry for a couple hours. It's completely dry. I think it turned out great. I love the little 3D effect it has. Looks wonderful. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is pop it in my frame and find somewhere to set it.